Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome on in. My name is Anu, I am your intuitive tarot host, and if you're new here, please do consider subscribing, and I hope you like the readings. But again, whether you're new or your existing member, I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for sharing your energy with this tribe. So today's reading is about what was there or is there purpose in your life. It's a pick a card, it is timeless. You will get this reading whenever you're ready to receive the messages. It is pick a card, so you can watch multiple piles. Just go with the very first one that calls to you the most. So our options for today are pile number 1, we have 𝗵𝗲𝘆. It's option number 1, and it's number 36. There you go. For our pile 2, we have Internal Explorer, number 32. This is for pile 2. And for pile 3, we have 45 Star Seed Elemental. Okay, so take your first pick, whatever your intuition calls you, or if you're drawn to multiple, just go with the one that you want to just instinctively click on something, because sometimes we get a lot of messages and it's hard to pick. So just go with the first one, take your pick, and I will see you right at your selection. Hi pile 1, this is for those of you who chose the very first oracle card, which is 36 𝗵𝗲𝘆. These oracle cards are beyond Lemuria, so they have a very beautiful starseed-like feel to them, of course. So we will read this towards the end because you were drawn to this for a reason, and there are messages or direct messages from Lemuria for you, so we'll read that towards the end. But this is going to be a reading, and again, number 36 or number 9 may be important to you, so just keep those in mind as we go along. Let's get into it. We're going to start with looking at who is or was this person, what was the connection about, what was the purpose. We'll start there where I have pre-drawn some oracle cards, and then we'll build a story from there in terms of, what was their purpose, what were they meant to show you, what was their influence on you, what their current energies look like, what your current energies look like or should look like, and then we'll close out with some advice from Spirit, and then read the advice from this energy as well for you. So with that, let's get started. We're going to save this card over here. It's a Spirit from my pile 1s. Let's look at your oracle cards. We have Shaman, trust in higher forces. So if you haven't guessed by now, again, 𝗵𝗲𝘆 means manifesting, right? Believing in the power to manifest. So if these oracle cards make sense, then you know it is your pile, and it'll help you think of the person who kind of came along to show this aspect of yourself to you. So if you have the Shaman, and it says trust in higher forces. Okay, and we have despair. Number 32 or the number 5 may be important. Again, 5 talks about changes and growth that comes from changes. And I'm seeing over here the sign in the back, not hiring. Okay, so just take this as clues, and we'll talk about it a little bit more and what they mean. So we have despair, and then we have the whip, number 11, another master number. So for me, 1111, again, as my channel, is all about awakening, about rising and waking up to your truth, following your truth. So this person, I don't want to jump the gun, kind of helps you break away, and it's like almost like a rude awakening of some sorts, and believing in your power. Let's see what we have. Yeah, number 9, the bouquet. Okay, so this is getting clearer. And as I explain this part, it'll help you understand who we're tapping into, what we're talking about, why were they in, or why are, or why were. So take it, I'm reading for the collective, so this person could still be in your life. We'll see what tarot shows us, or this person may have, left your life, or you may be still in touch, but they may not actively be around. But let's see who this person was and what was the purpose. So overall, we're seeing the theme is someone who would help you or who helped you. I'm going to talk in past, okay? Just to keep my brain a little sane on this as I channel the messages. So I'm going to assume this person was in the past, and please adjust it as your situation, as per your situation. So this person was really meant to show you your ability to dream big, to manifest things in life. So especially with the shaman being here and saying trust in higher forces, this person may have come into your life when things were not pretty. Okay, this may have been a darker period of your life where you may have felt despair. Literally, this could also have been a point where you may have quit a job, you may have been laid off, or you may have been out of work, or there was financial struggle of some sort, of some level in your life, or in general, just feeling that we did not have a support system if we were going through something difficult. Now, this person, this could be a friend, it could be a mentor, a boss, a colleague, neighbor, I don't know, yoga teacher, whatever. But they came to show you that how much power you have and how remarkable you are to snap out of this. Because this person has helped you, or is helping you break from your low vibration of feeling despair, feeling not having a support system. And literally, this is a very, very strong card with the whip being here. The whip really talks about cutting things off, literally whipping things out, okay? Kind of, I read it as a little bit similar to the sickle as well, but literally, this person came in your life when you were going through a lot of pain. And this could be financial situation, this could be, you know, teetering relationship, a time of solitude and pain and despair. And they came to show you how powerful you are and how you can dream and manifest your reality and really find the joy in life, okay? Bouquet is all about joy. It's about life being gentle, life being finding, you know, stopping to smell the roses and step by step grow from there, okay? So if this part is making sense to you so far, this will be your pile and we'll tap deeper into their energies and your energies. If not, I would suggest pick another pile, okay? All right, so from here, let's see. We'll tap into tarot. And kind of, so this is kind of the nature of the connection that we're tapping into so far. Let's see, what were they meant to show you, okay? What was their purpose? What were they meant to show you, whoever they are? What were they meant to show my pile one, Spirit? Let's tap deeper into this. Whoa! Did you see how loud that card was? I love it. The first card out, we have the King of Wands. I'll show them up close because this is a very gentle deck and sometimes the images don't come out very clear. So we have the King of Wands. Spirit, two more, please. What were they meant to show pile one? Whoops. Okay. Well, we'll take them both. So do you see how much elevation there is? We have two kings, and then we have, okay, wonderful. So we have the King of Wands, we have the Eight of Swords, we have the Nine of Cups, and then we have the King of Cups. Do you see? This is the despair energy, okay? This is the motivation energy. This person, literally, their purpose, or what they were meant to show you was like that you can easily break out of your mental traps. And even if you felt things were not in your control, there are ways of finding our happiness. There are ways of tapping into our intuition and taking charge of our life. And if things are out of our control, if they feel out of our control, how do we take charge? What is in our control? Okay, so I'm gonna actually overlap this card over here, because what I'm getting is they really were meant to show you how you can break out. Like, and here, something which you may have learned from this person, pretty pivotal lesson here, especially with these two cards, the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Cups. The phrase that Spirit is bringing forward is called, what you're not changing, you're choosing. Okay? So this person showed you, hey, it's completely up to you. At the end of the day, you are in charge of your life, okay? You not only have the power, you also have the intuition and the generosity and open heart chakra. So this is very fiery energy. This is very generous heart center energy. You have the heart and you have the determination. Both of those are within you. Using those it is always a choice that you can make. Do you choose to stay and analyze and overanalyze the things that are not going well, or do you rather choose to look at the bright side? I know it sounds, but this is what the purpose is of this person, is to actually shift your mindset completely, okay? Again, the phrase is, what you don't change, you choose, or something like that. I'm pretty bad at paraphrasing. That's why I say paraphrasing. But that's why the message was coming through with the rose over here, is like, stop to smell the roses. Yes, we all go through dark periods of life. And sometimes they're pretty drawn out periods in our life, right? Especially when we're healing or we're working through some lessons that we signed up, by the way, in our soul form. You know, sometimes those can take a long time in earth years, in human life, and that's the time where we are called to choose the brighter side of life. Okay, yes, if something is not in control, can you rather control your happiness or the elements that will bring you joy? It can be really small, but just make you fulfilled in life. Okay, make you feel fulfilled in life. So that was what they were meant to show you. So let's now see, what was the influence of that on you? So what was, let's say, their influence on you? Spirit, help us see. Whew, one more. And if I need clarifiers, I have so many decks here. We'll see what Spirit wants me to use. We'll just go with that. Okay. Finding the light within. Roses are important because this card keeps getting, like, my attention is going back to roses so much. So maybe you like roses, maybe they brought you roses, I don't know. So we have the 10 of Wands, okay. We have the 4 of Wands, and then we have the Hermit. Going back to, again, it's the same. It says trust in higher forces, and with the Hermit showing up here, it's almost like their, you know, the influence on you has been like, first of all, paying attention to where are you carrying more than you should with the 10 of Wands here, right? You know, look at this person, you know, they're perhaps, if you look at this way, it's slightly uphill, sloping uphill, carrying a lot of wands all in their back by themselves, right? Now, with these are very contrasting energies, just like how these were, right? So this person has really shown you the contrast of life. Now with the 4 of Wands here, the 4 of Wands talks about celebration. It talks about home. It talks about family. It talks about what is our security system, our foundations. This can also be, if it's 4th house, it can relate to the mother. It can relate to the father, because, you know, that's the opposite from the 4th, is the 10th house, the house of the father. So they're either, you know, if I'm getting this right, they have probably influenced you in a way in understanding what are the needs versus wants, okay, in order for you to have a nice protective foundation, a healthy family, a happy, healthy, stable life. What can you let go? Okay, this is almost like you may be a person who takes on a lot of responsibility, and because we also like perfection, because we have the Virgo card here, the Hermit. You know, again, the Hermit always says you have the inner light, right? I'll come back to the point I was making, but this is what our inner intuition, our inner guidance system that we are all equipped with, and with this showing up, this is kind of how you tap within to look into your own wisdom and to kind of listen to your inner voice, which you may not have done in the past. Again, with these cards over here, it really looks like you may have really, and again, we're going through a pretty dramatic time, right? At a global scale as well. And we have all taken a lot more responsibility, but their influence has been like, all right, can we go back to the basics? What is your inner guidance system telling you? What do you need versus what do you want? Okay, do you want to have the perfectly, I'm hearing immaculate house, that everything should be in perfect order, you know, all rooms and sheets should be done, and the dishes should be away, and the laundry should be folded, and it should be spick and span all the time, and now because that's how it should be? Or it should be like, okay, great, I don't have time, I only have so much energy, and what's important is there food at the table? You know, that sort of stuff. So they've somehow shown you again, I'm hearing the needs versus wants differentiation. for this person. And what would you choose? What is your inner guidance system telling? Trying to differentiate. And the reason I say needs and wants, needs are basic human requirements, right? That's the ego does not come into that. When we get to the wants section, that's where our egos and our fears kind of start coming in. So they've kind of helped you differentiate the two and actually tap within yourself in order to differentiate. They've shown you a different way of life. Or also shown like there's no need to be 100% perfect and be type A overachiever all the time. There's only so much energy you have. Okay, so that's kind of been the influence over here, and I think this has kind of helped ease some of the elements at home, whatever home means. If this is, again, you know, this can also be, as I said, because the mother and the father are coming through. So issues with parents, would you have to had, you know, let's say if you had to take care of your parents for a long time, it may have felt very heavy along with your own responsibilities. But then at the end of the day, if you're trying to keep everything perfect for everyone, that's not possible. So going within and understanding, okay, even doing that, even just taking care of them is a big thing. Okay, it does not have to be 100%. Again, that's coming through for some of you who may have had, like, you know, a full house during the pandemic. That's coming through as well. So that's been the overall influences, like tapping between the egoic perfection versus what do we really need to thrive. Okay, that's what's coming through. So let's see what their current energies are for this person. What are they up to? Hopefully we'll see if they are still in connection with you or not. But what are the current energies or past energies? If they've left, then yeah, what are they up to? What are they trying, or what are they doing right now? Let's see. We'll do 3 tarot, and then I want to get some oracles in that as well. Spirit, what are they doing right now? What are the current energies? What is pile 1's person's current energies? They are manifesting. They are living their life. Okay, great. TR, please. This fun journey. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, they literally are living up to whatever we see them trying to teach you, okay? So this is not somebody who just says one thing and does another. They literally are working on their life goals, with the Magician showing up. You know, they are somebody who manifests pretty well. They understand, they choose, as we say, they choose the higher vibration, the joy in life. Look at this, they have joy. 3 of Cups, okay? Enjoying the little moments in life. Also like enjoying company or being in connection with others, and actually balancing quite a bit. So 2 of Pentacles again talks all about balance, but I think in this card you'll see this person is actually having a good time. They're dancing, right? So they are literally living the lessons that they were trying to portray to you. Okay, so this is somebody who's very genuine, and again with the shaman showing up, it's again somebody very learned, very wise, who has seen life and does not, I mean, this does not equate age, okay? They don't have to be an older person. They could be, but what I'm getting is even for their age, they're pretty wise for the years, and they are always thinking of like, what can I do? What can I do? What's in my control? What can I create next? How can I bring more joy to my life? And how can I connect with more like-minded people? And then just literally have, you know, this is the balance between spirituality and, you know, the light-hearted side of life as well. Not saying that spiritual people are very serious or they're meant to be serious. No, that's a really wrong notion or expectation, because at the end of the day, the purpose, the spirit is the most joyful state, okay? You are most close to spirit when you're most joyful. So they seem to be balancing it out pretty well. Let's see what else. What else is showing up in the current energies? Yeah, they're like pretty happy. We have, so the 3 of Cups, so, and the 3 showing up again. And then, so we have pleasure seekers. And then we have money. Yeah, they are manifesting. They're manifesting. They're having a good time. This could be somebody who's like, established their own business, or they've come into inheritance, whatever that is. But basically, because their energy is so high, vibrating so high, they're also maybe getting a lot of support, right? That's what manifesting is, it's co-creating with spirit, trust in higher forces. You make up your mind and you put out certain energies, and then the universe matches it. So pretty good place. They're in a pretty good place, and actually maybe like helping even more people by the looks of it. So let's see what your current energies are, and if they're not that way, or what they should be. Let's see. Spirit, for pile 1. What are your current energies, or what should they be? Let's see, what should your current focus be on? Okay, again, drops on the rose. See, quit the disappointment. Quit the heartache. That's what we have. 2 more, please, Spirit. Whoa. Okay. That's too many cards. We can't do that. Let's do one more time. Okay, Spirit. What should pile 1 do? What should be their current energy or their area of focus? What should they focus their energies on? Yeah, look at that. 1 more. And also the Hermit energy go within. The cards are taking quite a bit of time to come. Okay, there we go. So many of these kind of flipping over. We'll take them all. If they flip over, I feel like they have to come out. Okay, so current energy, what you should focus on is get out of the 3 of Swords, get out of the 9 of Wands energy, and rather focus on, you have Ace of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, and 4 of Cups. Okay, so your current energy may be the 4 of Cups, right? That, hey, I've been working, I've been meditating, I've been praying, I've been learning and trying to implement these things that this person has taught me. This could be like a friend or a, I don't know, like a mentor, coach, or just somebody who just has a very high vibration, right? And that you've been trying to put their recommendations into practice, but nothing has yet happened. And why it hasn't, look at that 4 of Wands and then 4 of Cups right underneath each other. And why that hasn't happened is because this is still, there needs to be some healing that still needs to happen. There still needs to be something that needs to be dropped. Look at all these energies kind of coming together. 10 of Wands, 3 of Swords, and the 9 of Wands. So past disappointments, cleanse them out of your system. Can you look at them as like, all right, that's what was meant to be, but I'm here today. What can I do today to shift into this joyous energy? What can I do? And the first step in that is actually, willing to receive, being willing to receive. The 6 of Pentacles is also talking about, the scales have to balance out, right? So all the hard work that you've put in, all the burdens that you've taken on, when you decide, when you choose to put them down, that's when help arrives, okay? The universe always helps those who help themselves. There's also like, if you don't want to heal, I can't help heal you. Those type of phrases are coming through because when you take that first step, when you open up to receiving help, you listen to your inner guidance and saying like, I can't do this anymore, okay? Something's got to change. I have to stop doing X, Y, Z, whatever that is in your life. That's when the scales start balancing out. Because that's when you show the universe that no, you have boundaries. You're not going to do more. You're not going to take on more. You deserve to receive now. Get into that energy. That's what Spirit is asking. And that's when help comes, right? That's when you'll see like the people start, more people come into your life who start helping you out. Things start evening out. And that's that solid big new beginning, okay? A new chapter of your life begins. Ace of Pentacles. And this is going back to the manifestation topic that we've been talking about. Is like, what do you want to create? Because once you drop these burdens, once you let all of this go out of your energy field, that's when you want to choose and focus on what you want to build, what brings you happiness. Because you have to, like, energy is finite, right? There is only so much you can do and so much energy you can expel. So how do you rest, rejuvenate, so you can focus on the new things? So that's what's coming through for you. Let's see if anything else comes from the oracle cards. Conversation again. So I feel like this is similar to the Six of Cups energy that we're getting. So a new friend circle, new tribes coming through, or you having very active conversations about what you can't do anymore and resetting expectations with some people, because that's what I'm hearing. Let's get one more. And doctor. There you go. Healing. See, I feel like, again, this is sometimes can be very literal as well. If you need to make time to actually see the doctor for yourself, something you've been putting off. It could be something as simple as an eye exam that, you need to get new pair of eyeglasses. Make time for that. But for that, you have to drop a few burdens. But have a conversation about it. Like, hey, I can't keep pouring from an empty cup. I have to make room for myself. I have to make a few changes. So it's like active conversation around that needs to happen over here. All right, so let's see if there's any other advice from Spirit. And I'm going to read that card to you as well. But it looks like it's just a matter of mindset shift, okay? And this person was here, look at that, to really show that you can achieve what you want. So advice from Spirit is number one is abundance. I'm a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality, okay? So that's number one. Let's get another. We have failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And this is a big one. A lot of times we keep our past energies, our past mistakes, our past failures, or even circumstances pretty prominent in our current energy that kind of blocks us from moving forward and succeeding. And then we have adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn, okay? So that's what Spirit wants to tell you. Like, don't think of these being as blockers. It's just a lesson. What did that teach you? What do you need to do differently in the future? That's what's coming through. And you're already doing the work here, okay? Continue doing that. Continue putting yourself first. Continue choosing happiness over burdens and responsibility and feeling like you have to do a lot. Remember the needs and wants differentiation, and then how the ego comes in. Or maybe pride comes in because, we don't just want to serve, we want to serve to perfection. Just watch out for that energy because that's coming through. And let's get one of the animal spirit advice for you. Ooh, so we have two flipped over. Let's just take them. We have number 49, Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. Okay, we'll take that. And then we have number 53, the Seahorse Spirit, which is Watch and Wait. Oh, interesting. So maybe there, because it was behind it, maybe that's what's happening is like, with the Four of Cups that we had there, that you've been waiting and waiting and watching and waiting and watching. And now all of a sudden, as you put in the work and as you clear out your energies and you start vibrating higher, time really starts coming on your side. You start feeling things are turning around, right? That's totally what may be happening over here. Okay, so I'll show you this card again. I'm going to read the beautiful message from the book for this, because this would be the final advice for you. This is number 36. So just a summary I'll read, and then I'll read the final divinatory meaning or message from it. So for manifestia, you can look at the card. It is manifestation, sowing the seeds of your dreams, creating your reality, trusting what you desire is already happening. Magic making, pollinating your wishes, as above, so below. So look at that. The magician showed up for them. And again, with the manifesting, that's what magician is. This person is living their life that way, and they're trying to portray that to you. So we'll read just this final message from the card. Let's see, sorry, over here. This card encourages you to dream big. It comes as a reminder that you can choose how you want your life to go. You can manifest all you wish to create or release. It's time to sow the seeds of the reality you want to experience. In magical practice, there is a saying, as above, so below. Work with this principle through affirmative thinking and higher intention. Then anchor or ground your dream seeds. Manifest from the heart, overcome fear, take strong positive action, and let go of the outcome. Know and trust your dreams are already on their way and expect to see results. How beautiful is that? So I hope that helps pile one. If you like the reading, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And comment below how this relates and what area this relates to in your life. I love reading everybody's comments, and I respond to actually pretty much all of them. But yeah, please do subscribe, help me grow this beautiful community. I wish you much love and light and positivity. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hi Pile 2, this is for those of you who chose the second oracle card, which is Internal Explorer, number 32 or number 5. So 5 is all about changes, it's all about growth that comes through changes, but generally this is a time when we're going through changes in our life, and it can be quite the deviation from how we were living our life before. So this is going to be a reading. If you missed the intro, the reading is about a certain person that came into your life, and they may still be, but I'm going to read as past, so I can just keep the story a little bit clearer for my brain. But this is going to be about, we'll look into the connection. What was their influence on you? What were they meant to show you? What was their influence? What are their current energies or focus, and what is your current energy or where your energies should be? And then we'll close up with some advice from Spirit. This card also, you were drawn to it for a reason. I'm going to read the message from this card towards the end, but that's what the reading is for today. Again, it's timeless, so whenever you're meant to see is when you're gonna come across this reading. So, but if you will see, this is all about, I'm getting serious shadow work vibes from this this card. Also like Virgo, so we may have some Virgos in this group, Sun, Moon, or Rising. We'll see. So this will be a reading. Let's tap into this person. I just have a few oracles that I've pre-pulled that'll help set the stage of the connection of what the purpose of the relation or the nature of the relationship was with this person, and then we'll do all live shuffling from here on out. Okay, so Spirit, help me tap into Pile 2's person. Who is this? What was the purpose of the connection? So we have Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. Be open to healing information. Okay. And we have number 3, marriage. And then we have the mice, another 5, so 23. So we have 3, 2, 2, 3. So 5, 5. You may be seeing repeating 5s or repeating 3s that are pretty prominent in this reading. So we have the mice. And then we have the stork, number 17, or the number 8 may be important to you. Okay, so what was the purpose or the nature of this connection? This person being in your life. There are 2 storylines here. This could be actually your partner, which is possible, and this could have been a karmic relationship, because the marriage card is quite interesting coming out over here. Talks about union, talks about contracts, talks about being in some sort of some ties. Okay, let's call it some ties. And this can be directly related to your partner, to your spouse, to your long-term, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever that is. And the purpose of the connection was actually to help you through your ascension journey, because we have problems here with the mice showing up. The mice talk about issues and, there's like cracks in the foundation, okay, little things that gnaw at us. And a lot of times, especially with the mice coming with the internal explorer, these are things that we know within, okay? They are present inside of us, but we choose to just park them for a little bit. And in more generic terms, it's like, what do we slide under the rug? And that's what was the purpose of this connection, to reveal those things, because it also says be open to healing information. Especially for those of you, again, like, my heart goes out to you, because this is literally like you know, TMI, but yes, that was my life for almost 2 decades, right? And this can be a long-term contract. Somebody can be in your life for a very long time because for us to grow through the pain and realize that we can actually break out from it, because we have the stork here. Okay, the stork talks about new beginnings, taking flight, birthing new things, and even like children can also be changed, but this is all about change. The storks represent change. We have change, 5, change, 5, change, and then really listening and being open to something that is very healing. Okay, so for some of you, this literally could have been a marriage or a very long-term connection. For others of you, this could have been a person who came to show you. So this could have been like a friend, a mentor, a colleague, a neighbor, a relative, anybody like that who actually showed you the truth of your life, okay? Who pointed out certain problems that are pretty apparent and helped you take flight by exploring and listening to your inner guidance. So if this part is making sense, if this part is resonating, this is your reading. Again, remember, the healer or the medicine guardian can themselves be the person that was causing the pain. Okay, so in a lot of cases that can be the same, and this is where there was a karmic contract, but the purpose was for you to grow through that experience. Okay, so with that, let's get into this and see what we have. So let's see, this was in nature, so let's see what was the purpose of this person, whether it's the actual partner or someone external. Let's see what was the purpose. What were they meant to show you? What were they meant to show you? Spirit, help me tap into pile 2's person. What were they meant to show you? My deck is upside down, sorry. There you go. There you go, see? What were they meant to show you? One more. Pile 2. What was your person meant to show you? What was this person meant to show you? Look at that. Oh my God, did I say karma or what? Look at that. So first of all, we have the Magician. I'll show you the cards up close because this deck is very gentle artistry and sometimes my webcam doesn't pick it up. So we have the Magician, all about manifesting. They were meant to show you that you can manifest your ideal life the way you want. It's interesting, there are some repeating themes from pile 1, but in a very different way. Like the connection is very different. So again, that you have the power to manifest whatever you want. As above, so below. Whatever you put in is what you get out. Okay, that's number 1. And look at this. I think it was this way. We have the World. Okay, talks about endings and new beginnings. We have the Stork. Stork talks about new beginning. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. There you have. So you have karma showing up. And as I said, for some of you, this could have been a very long cycle, especially with these 2 cards showing up over here. The World comes after this is like the last card in tarot. Okay, this is absolutely the ending, after which comes the new beginning when we walk through the portal. And by last card, I mean the last major arcana. So we walk through the new portal. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is the Wheel of Karma as well, which moves very, very slowly. Okay, so this person was here. It was meant to show you that you can break out of very long karmic cycles as you tap into your own magician energy. When you believe in yourself and you take the reins of your life in your hand, you can have a completely different experience overall, right? So that was what they were meant to show you. Oh my gosh, amazing. So let's see, what was the influence? What was their influence on you of this connection, or if this is external, what was the influence of this person on you? Wow. 4 for 4 major arcanas. Oh my God, this is big impact. Big impact. Okay, so we have the Star. Aquarius energy. We have all the fixed signs here: Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio in these 2 charts. We have Aries over here, and then we have Aquarius. So if the signs mean anything, but what was their influence on group 2, Spirit? What was their influence on you? The King of Swords. Whoops, like lost like a third of the deck. We have, so let me show you, we have the star. Okay, this is such a happy star. I like her. I really like her. We have the King of Swords. This is a bit of a grumpy king, but I'll tell you what it is. And one more spirit. And then we have the Page of Cups. Okay, this is the surprising part. So the influence that they've had on you, or their influence on you, has been like, A, putting yourself first, realizing that only you can heal yourself. Again, the word medicine is here. It says be open to healing information. It's not somebody who's gonna put a balm on you and heal you. No, they're gonna show you how to heal yourself, but you have to do the work. So that's showing up here very clearly. It's like this person has shown you to put yourself first. You cannot heal the world until you've healed yourself. So the Aquarius star energy, and this is also hopeful, finding hope, being hopeful that you can actually be the magician of your life, right? That's very important. These two are very interesting because this kind of comes like, you know, after you realize that you gotta put yourself first, then comes a bit of a cunning outlook. And why does that come? This is because when we keep giving and giving and giving, there comes a point where, you know, this is like the final straw that breaks the camel's back. That's what happens. And that's when we become a little cold. Okay. And by cold, it's like that's a reaction. It's not a response, because then we start speaking our truth. And when we start speaking our truth, it can come out a bit harsh. But guess what? That's the beginning. That's how you set your boundaries. And in the beginning, it can be choppy, it can be a little cold, but it is direct and it is clear. So after you realize what is it that you need your world to look like, you start communicating about it and you start putting boundaries in place. And at first, it creates a very cold environment where people kind of get scared of your energy, because your energy is pretty big, right? Coming into the King of Swords. Clear messages, cut straight to the truth. But what comes after is the Page of Cups, okay? There are peace offerings, there are surprises, there are things like this page is really surprised by the fish that jumps out of the cup, and the whole emphasis here is like, hey, you know, you'd be surprised how things start lining up for you. So what this means is the people around you start shifting. Their energy starts responding to yours, or reciprocating to what you're demanding now, okay? So there's been a set of elevation here. There's been a taking up the charge of your life. And with that, you know, small surprises, and happy connections, and more gentle conversations is what I'm hearing has been coming through for you. So that's been the influence. So let's see, what is this person doing right now? What are their current energies? Let's look into that. Spirit, what is pile two's person's current energies, wherever they are? One more. Whoops, there we go. Okay, look at this. Interesting. So we have, number one, we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, this is giving me very strong feeling of this is somebody who was actually a partner and no longer is. We have the Three of Wands, and then we have the Seven of Pentacles again. Okay, so this person is in a very contemplative state. And again, if this is somebody who was in the connection with you, and if you've parted ways or on the verge of parting ways, this person is having a serious contemplation going through their life, and they're trying to see, what can I gather, what do I need, and what can I take and move forward, and what have I really built? And they're kind of in a waiting pattern. Okay, there's some sort of waiting going on here, if this is the person from the connection, right? If this is somebody else, like as I said, someone external coming into it, they're sort of, you know, evaluating and looking for things in their own life. So their focus has shifted away from you overall. This has become very inward, and perhaps like they're going through their level of ascension as well, growing further, planting more seeds, and actually waiting patiently for the results to arrive. And at the same time, continuing to cut their losses is what I'm hearing. But there is a little bit of a lull and a slowness. I really strongly feel this is the person in the connection that's going through this. And if that's the case, then yes, they are learning to line up with their own spirituality. They don't yet know what is the next step for them, because they're kind of in a holdout pattern. Seven is a spiritual number again, 7-7 here, which is really about lining up to our true north, but it's a stage of contemplation. Okay, they're kind of there, but they're not really there yet, and so there's a bit of waiting that's going on. Spirit, tell us more. What is this? What is this about for their person? We have love. Okay, interesting energies. One more, please. They're waiting for true love, I feel. And then we have a friend and enemy. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so as I said, this is what's happening over here. They are waiting for love, okay, for whatever love means to them. If this is somebody, this could be, if they're the person, they could be waiting on you, possible, but probably if you moved on, they moved on, they're waiting for the next true love. But this is very interesting because the Seven of Swords is like, what is this about? We have the friend and enemy showing up together, right? So they may have lost their bearing a little bit, I have to say. They don't know who's a friend and who's a foe, because they obviously have to also go through their own ascension, right? So this may be a time of them being very, very cautious, being contemplative, still at the same time really waiting for true love, but they may not know what love is, because they look like they're in a very just receiving, take energy, but not really giving energy. Very interesting. This took a completely different turn for me. Okay, so let's see, what should your current energies be? Where should they lie? What should the focus be? Or what your current energies are? We'll see what Spirit wants to bring forward. So Spirit, what should my pile to focus on? The Strength card flipped out, another major arcana. So you're definitely going through a very, very spiritual time, a time of ascension, a time of taking your power. Ooh, look at that. Another major arcana. And one more, Spirit. So what should they focus on? What should my pile 2 focus on? Passion, 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 and strength. So first card out, we have the Strength energy. You may have Leo placements, prominent Leo placements, or Mars actually, because we also have the King of Wands over here. So we have the Strength card, okay, major arcana. Another major arcana for you, we have the Lovers, which is the 6 and 8 numbers are showing up. And then we have the King of Wands. So you have like 2 kings showing up for you. So what should your focus be on? Really, trust in your strength. You are strong enough. You are strong enough to walk away from whatever the situation is, to build your life. If that's not the case, build your life the way you need to, and you will be rewarded for this hard work, for your perseverance. Definitely you'll be rewarded. Now, Spirit is asking you to choose yourself and open your heart chakra, be open to love, tap into your inner calling, and really see where does your passion lie? I mean, you've done a pretty good job of setting your boundaries. Now just disconnect and think okay, what do I need to create? Not what do I need, what do I want to create? What is my passion? What do I want to, where is there going to be growth? What do I want to grow in my life? Because that's your inner spark. And with the King is you're not giving yourself enough credit, okay? Because you already are the King of Wands. Trust that you can do this, that you have all that you need to build your life. Again, you have the Magician show up as the first card here as well, but the Lovers is 2 messages. It's all about choice. In traditional tarot, the Lovers used to be called choice. This is a choice card, okay? So it's what do you want to choose? What do you want your path to be, or who do you want to choose? And the more you make choices from your inner wisdom, from your inner calling, the better life aligns with your purpose. The better things start lining up with your life. And also, if open, then the right partner will also come in for you, right? So, but this is, again, tap into that strength. Let's see what the Gypsy Oracle has to say. What should my pile 2 focus on? But there's love here at the table available to you with the Lover's card. We can't ignore that. So possibly a love connection is coming through. You need to be open to that. We have the Priest. Okay, we have the Medicine Guardian and we have the Priest. So let's see. Continue to focus on your healing, okay? And one more, please, Spirit. Young woman. So you may be a woman, a young woman, or you may think you are young. And by that, sorry, that came out wrong. By that, I mean not age, but you may feel like you don't have enough experience in something. And this is why I was getting the message of like, you're undermining yourself. You're not giving yourself enough credit. Some of you may be thinking, A, you don't have enough experience, and then B, if you are the divine feminine, you may be having self-doubts and inhibitions that you can't do it, that you need support. These cards are just telling you, no, trust the wisdom within. This is the Priest, it's the Hierophant. You have the knowledge. The Priest already holds the book of wisdom, the knowledge. Okay, so this is within you. Tap into your strength, into your inner wisdom, and break any inhibitions or your own mental blocks that you have that are holding yourself back, okay? Because you're ready to charge ahead. All right, so let's get a couple soul journey messages for you. What is the advice from Spirit for my group 2? We have perseverance, as we have the Strength card show up. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. On the Magician. Hell yes. Let's get some more. For my pile 2, Spirit, what advice do you have for my pile 2? We have friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Sorry, it was right there. Very nice. So open to new connections, okay? Stay open to new connections. Open up your energies and choose to invite people into your life. And then we have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. You have 2 kings here, 100%. If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish whatever you want. Let's see what animal spirit message wants to come through for you, pile 2. And then we're going to read the message from the Lemuria, Finding Lemuria card. Okay, you have number 17, Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit. Very, very strong. Again, you are already the Magician. Just keep your eye on the prize and continue to focus. You will create what you want. So let's see. We're going to look into this. Number 32, Internal Explorer. Let me just get this from the book. Okay, here we go. So I'll just read the summary and then I'll read the final message for you. You can look at the card. I mean, really, it looks like a very hermit card to me, and a magician and a hermit all in one. So I'll hold it here while I read. So, Internal Explorer. Flow state, accessing infinite information by going within, wisdom from the collective consciousness, theta waves, channeling, breaking free from limiting intellect, creative boldness, being guided by the divine spark. You already hold the keys. We'll just read the message for you here. You are invited to explore the state of flow. This card is also a reminder that you are an infinitely amazing being who can access collective consciousness, especially when you surrender some control to the greater process or get out of your own way. You have the permission you felt you needed. So go within and explore. Wonderful gifts are waiting for you. I like that wonderful gifts part, because that's what I was getting with the Page of Cups here. Like, there'll be like surprising things or wonderful gifts that'll be open up to you or open up in your path as you continue to keep working and believing in yourself. So that's what I have for you, pile 2. If you like the reading, give it a big thumbs up. Do subscribe to my channel and help me grow this wonderful community. And, comment below. I respond to every single comment. So go ahead and subscribe or share it with a friend or two if you think it would help them. And I wish you much love, light, and positivity. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hi, pile 3. This is for those of you who chose the 3rd oracle card, which is Star Seed Elemental. The number 45 or the number 9 may be relevant for you. And again, 9 is all about wishes coming through, or maybe coming through. Wishes coming true. So if you missed the beginning or the intro, this reading is about looking into a certain person and why they came into your life. I will be speaking about them or about the connection and the purpose in past tense. Please adjust it according to your situation. But this is from the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck, and I will also be reading you the message from this book towards the end of the reading. But with that said, let's get into it. We're going to start with looking into the essence or the purpose of the connection or the relationship overall. So I have a few oracle cards that I've pre-pulled that will set the stage for whether or not it is your reading. Okay, so that's the part we're going to take for the overall connection energies, and then it's a live shuffle for we'll look into what were they meant to show you, what was their influence on you, what their current energies may be, and then what your current energies are or what they should be, what Spirit wants to highlight, and then we'll do just get some closing messages from Spirit. Okay, so that's the reading for today. Let's see what was the nature or purpose of this relationship. We have great teacher, learn from spiritual experience. Seeing sacred geometry here as well with the seed of life in the back. Okay, let's see what else. We have number 23, the courthouse, or the number 23 or the number 5 may be important. 5, talk about changes and then growth that comes from changes. It's interesting, 23 or 32 or the number 5 have come up for all piles today and very different cards. So interesting. So times are changing. It's time for change. Then we have the grave, which is similar to the death card. So death and rebirth. Number 8, Scorpio energy showing up here. The phoenixing moment. And then we have number 18, another 9. So you have 9, 9. You may be seeing repeating 9s. We have the dog. Okay. Let me just digest this and tap into this. Spirit, help me tap into the connection for my pile 3. So the purpose of this connection was, a kind of ending some sort of seriousness in your life. Because with the grave over here, it talks about endings. The courthouse gives very traditional vibes and what is by the book or how the structure should be or how our life should be. Those type of situations. And with the great teacher showing up over here, it's again, this is somebody, and this could be somebody very young as well, because we have the Star Seed Elemental, which is all about the childlike energy, and the dog is the best friend. Okay, so this might as well be a friend who has very fresh energy, very fresh perspective, or this could be anybody else. It could also be a partner, because the courthouse can also talk about our contracts, but can also be a family member, I'm hearing, but somebody who brings a fresh perspective to your life. Okay, and they're very pure of heart. They're very pure of heart with these, especially with the dog and the Starseed Elemental. They're really standing out to me. This could be a younger person in your family. It's possible. Could be your child or someone maybe could be a sibling as well, or just someone around you who has a very fresh energy to them, and it's a very innocent energy, and they kind of help you break away from the mundane, from the boring, from the same thing in and out every day. So that's what they're breaking away, and they're bringing more joy to your life. Okay, or they may have brought more joy to your life. They've kind of the purpose of the connection is to teach you that, you know, being spiritual is being in the most highest vibration of joy and love and happiness. Okay, so finding the little joys in life, I'm hearing it's like, and feeling free. Okay, with the dove flying off over here in the courthouse is a very opposing energy. It's like breaking free from the mundane is what I'm hearing. So please take it as it fits. If this part is resonating, then this is your reading. Okay, so Spirit, help me tap into pile 2's person. Let's see what were they meant to show pile 2. Let's look into this. What were they meant to show pile 2? Thank you, Spirit. So, sorry, pile 3. Excuse me, Spirit. Pile 3. What was their person meant to show? Pile 3. What was this person meant to show them? We have the 4 of Cups. 5 of Cups. Oh, interesting. The mundane came through, that's why. We have the 9 of Cups. And let's get one more. What were they meant to show you? Pile 3. And the Emperor. Look at that. This is exactly what we talked about here. If there was a power dynamic in your life, this person was meant to show you that you don't have to succumb to that power. Because with the courthouse as well, like an official person. And again, this could be a marriage, this could be a relationship, or some situation where it could even be work, where, because these two energies are like very strong in terms of very domineering is what I'm hearing, and they may have caused you a little bit of despair and feeling like things are not in your control, and like you may have like you don't have the opportunity to grow. But again, this person is actually showing you these are like literally this is just an experience. You can grow from it, and the more you shift and pivot and think about your happiness and what brings you joy, the more you tap into the joyous side of life. Again, very light-hearted energy, the more you actually grow and ascend and become the emperor of your life. Okay, so they were meant to kind of show you, again, the term choice is coming. It came for pile 1 in a very different setting as well, so you may want to watch pile 1, but this is all about the choice. What do you choose? Do you choose to be in this state of thinking of the past, thinking of opportunities that passed you by? You know, are you gonna keep thinking about the spilled cups, or are you gonna choose to look at what is still available to you? What can you still create? How can you still create your happiness? How can you turn those 2 standing cups into 9 standing cups, which is the ultimate wish fulfillment, right? So that's what this person was meant to show you, that you can still choose. And I'll repeat, I know I'm repeating, but if you don't have time to watch pile 1, the phrase that I shared over there that Spirit wanted me to share was, what you don't change, you choose. So what you're not changing is what you're choosing. So if you're not changing the way you allow somebody to kind of have sort of a power over your life, then you're actually choosing oppression. Which is interesting. The words are very different in this pile, but the energy is the same. As like, you have to make a choice to make changes, or to not accept how things are going, to break away from them, to end the, you know, the seriousness or some sort of harsh obligations or situations that you're around, and rather be your own best friend and choose happiness. Again, turn those 2 cups, 2 standing cups, into 9. So there is growth over here. So let's see, what was their influence on you? What was their influence on you? Pile 3. A beautiful pile 3. Aries showing up over here. Aries and Scorpio energies at the table. We have Queen of Wands. I love that. I love that. Yay! 2 more, please. What was their influence on pile 3? This kind of came in reverse. I don't do reversals, but I capture the energy, so I already got the message here. So let's get one more. Look at that. Look at that. I told you we have the sun. So the influence on them was, again, this is all about happiness. The sun is the happiest card in tarot. Okay, absolutely happy. And then for sidebar, because the energy of a child is coming through, or childlike innocence is coming through from this connection. This could, again, be somebody who has a very beautiful take on life. And the Queen of Wands showing up and the sun showing up, and in a traditional tarot, the sun usually has children on it. The sunflowers talk about a lot of abundance, which is complete opposite of this Five of Pentacles here, right? So the influence has been, you've been able to pivot from a place of feeling that you're on your own, feeling that you don't have a support system, feeling that you got to figure everything out on your own, and then choosing, like the phrasing from I have to do this to I get to do this. Okay, and this is something that's coming through very strongly. You may want to also use your own affirmations, and when you talk to yourself, we all talk to ourselves in our minds. If you're, let's say, doing something like, oh, I have to take care of my child on my own, change whatever such sentences exist. Just move the word have and replace it with I get to. So for example, because for some reason single mothers are coming through, or a single parent. If you're a single parent, this energy is like, I have to do everything on my own. I don't have a support system. Rather, if you just change that word, I get to raise my child on my own. I get to create an environment for them. That puts you in a very empowering energy, because you get to choose the type of life you want to build for you and for them. Whereas if you say, I have to take care of my child, it's like, it makes you feel more powerless and like not having control and being forced into something, or in a situation that you've been put into a situation. But if you change it to say, hey, I get to do this, or I get to build my own abundance, or I get to build my own business, or I get to create my own partnerships. So change the have to I get to, which kind of becomes a gift, right? And your subconscious and your conscious will start evaluating the situation differently. That's coming through very strongly, because we have the Queen of Wands, who is the most confident queen. Okay, she takes the power. She has very strong vision. She's very creative. She's very magnetic, and she draws a lot of opportunities to herself and a support system to herself. And she stands out in the crowd, and not in the sense of like, the clothes she wears, but she commands that presence because she is so confident. She is so full of fire. She's so embedded in her own energy, and of course she's a queen, so very, very intuitive as well. So this is your energy. That's what the influence has been. You have grown in confidence, and if you're still working through this, as I said, replace the words I have to do XYZ to I get to do this. And then you have the sun. This is bringing you a lot of happiness, abundance. Things are like coming to light, and there's a different perspective on life for you. The more steps you take on this and choose empowering yourself and choosing your self-confidence, the more abundant you get in life, okay? In every form, not just materially, but just happiness. There's a lot of money and happiness that comes through when we shift our perspective like that, okay? For some of you, maybe like starting a new business as well is what I'm hearing. So let's see, what is this person's current energy? What are their current energies, Spirit? And a lot of fives showing up for you, by the way. 5, 5, 5, 5. So time of change, big time of change. So their current energy, they have the Magician, Major Arcana. One more. We have another 5, the 5 of Swords. And one more, Spirit. And we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so their current energy, again, they are somebody who, like, I want to say are very happy-go-lucky. They have a very fresh energy to them with the Page of Wands coming up again. or not again, I mean, like, I say again because I've been picking up a lot of, especially with this, because that's what the child energy comes from, and the dog over here. They have a very fresh perspective on life. They enjoy life. They are always have some one or the other creative thing that they're working on, and being the magician, they literally manifest things, and this is what they're currently doing. They're working on some project, they're doing something fun, they keep getting new ideas, they start creating new things. And with the Five of Swords over here, they actually, or somebody, even if they get in an argument, they forget it pretty quickly, because the Five of Swords talks about picking and choosing our battles quite wisely and not wanting to engage in that energy. So they're pretty, I feel like they're in their own world. They don't bother much about what others say to them, and they're pretty good at like walking away from, you know, petty comments and arguments. They're just constantly looking for what inspires them next and how can they bring it to fruition. So let's get a few oracles on this. Oops. See, Spirit, what is the current energy? Oops. So we have, oh, where did that go? Another one picked up. Yeah, I love this. So either this person is just so confident, you know, with the magician energy showing up over here, or they're like so childlike, and you know, like one of the strengths for children is they have very short-term emotional response to something, and then they forget it. Like whatever wrong happens or battles happen, the kids very quickly forget them, and they're on to creating the next thing or the next play set or the next Lego set, whatever that is. So they have that sort of energy, because what we have coming up over here, we have the Lord, okay, and then we have haughtiness. So there is pride. There is pride and there's leadership in this person, but I almost also get a little bit of like, they're just so pure. They may come across as naive to other people, but that's literally who they are. They're just fresh, they're abundant, they keep working on themselves, they choose their happiness. And I don't think this is like a display that they put up, but that's who they are, and they don't care how people see them. Even if people see them as a proud person, or even like, oh, this person is all, you know, like a business person or whatever, but they just have such a fresh energy on their own. They don't care about that. They just literally focus on what they want, and they work for it, and they get it. And again, I don't think they linger for long. They move on to the next thing. So very, very fresh energies. So let's see, what should you do? What should your energies be, or what your current energies may be already? So let's see, pile 3. What should you focus on? Or where should you focus your energies on? I'm hearing, you know, people come into our lives for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, right? So take it as it fits, because, you know, somebody does not have to be in our life forever. They may come, open the door, show us something, and then they may go away, because then we are on our own journey. But, you know, for others, as I said, it could be a lifetime as well. So one more, please, Spirit. Okay. So the first card out, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Work, work, work. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep working at it. Keep working at it. Whatever this is, keep working at it. Keep perfecting it. Not that perfection should be the end goal, but just keep working. You will get results from this. We have the 7 of Swords. Okay, I'll talk about this. And then we have the 9 of Wands. Okay, this is a very good one to be at, because this is where Spirit clearly is telling you it's not the time to give up, okay? You've come very, very far from wherever you started with the 5 of Cups or the 5 of Pentacles. You have built a fabulous foundation, or a fabulous, let's say, structure for yourself and for your loved ones, okay? Don't give up. Not the time to give up. Keep working at it with the 8 of Pentacles, perfection or repetition. Try to see, I'm also hearing, try to see where can you, interesting things, because this is not a work environment for me, as I talk like this at work. But what this card was coming through is like, try to see where you can automate some things in your life, because 8 of Pentacles is repetition. So if there's a repetitive thing that you have to do that does not take your brain power, can you outsource it? Can you figure something out to automate it? Okay, can you find something like that? Get creative with that, because it's also you want to invest your energies into the most creative projects or endeavors. But take it as it fits. For some reason that message wanted to come through. The 7 of Swords is an interesting one, because this is Spirit saying, look, you're at a stage that by now you should have, or you would, figure out needs versus wants. The theme is here today across all the piles, but at the same time, you are wise enough, being the Queen of Wands, you are wise enough to know how to respond to similar situations in the future, okay? You've come to a place where it is no longer a knee-jerk reaction to certain situations, so continue doing that, okay? You have learned your lessons. Keep your lessons handy, but don't default to that mode, okay? So even with the 9 of Wands, that yes, the message here is like, continue on working on what you have established. It's not the time to give up. But these two together also like hint a little bit of like overprotection. So just watch out that you don't shut out everybody, that your natural instinct does not become shielding yourself or your loved ones, whatever the situation is, shielding yourself. So don't over pivot on becoming over independent, because that can be a trauma response over here, right? So keep the lessons, continue the lessons with you, but keep working, okay? Still be open to opportunities. Let's see what else. We have melancholy. That's why I was getting the 4 of Cups over here, the very first card. So there may be times where you may feel things are not moving forward, especially you're like working hard. With the 8 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands, it's been going on forever. You may be feeling, nothing's actually happening, but things are moving along. And these are 2 cards wanted to come out. We have falseness, and then we have child. So this is again repeating messages with the 7 of Swords over here. You have kind of learned lessons from the past that'll help you discern between who or what is right or wrong for you, with the falseness showing up over here. So 7 of Swords, continue to take those lessons, but then at the same time tap into the inner child. Maybe some of you are becoming first-time mothers or first-time fathers or parent. If that's something, it's almost time. It's almost time, because again the child has come up. The child has come up here. So some of you this could be a pet as well. You may be adopting a pet, adopting a child, or having a child, whatever that situation may be, but there's some new beginning that is opening to you. Choose your partners, your work partners wisely. Don't fret, don't think things are not falling into place. They are. There's divine timing here. Be smart about it is also what I'm hearing, okay? Okay, so let's see what soul journey lessons we have, what message that Spirit wants to give you. For my pile 3, Spirit, what is the message for my pile 3? We have Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Exactly what we were discussing over here. That, take the lesson, move forward, and then also realize that people come for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. So just take the lessons and release the judgment. Oh, look at that. As I say, release the judgment. This card comes up, blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Again, go back to changing the word from I have to do this to I get to do this, and stop externalizing the energy and take your power back. And then we have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Very, very strong messages over here, and that's what we were picking up with the 5 of Cups as well. Let's see what else. We'll get one animal spirit message for you, and then we'll read the final message from the book for Star Seed Elemental. That was your oracle card that you chose. the spirit for pile 3. Look at that. We have the sun, we have the Queen of Wands, I talked about sunflowers. Look what we have. Cow spirit. So 15 or the number 6. Miracles are endless. The miracles are endless. And again, in my culture, the cow is we worship cows, so we call them mother cows, because they are sustaining, life providing, provide us with the nectar, right? Milk. So that's why I'm getting the mother and the child, or parenting elements coming through quite strongly in this reading. So if you are a parent, again, know that you will thrive, and so will your family. There's a lot of positivity and growth and abundance coming through available to you, okay? So just open up to that, and perhaps some of you are setting new traditions in the family arena is also what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's get this message from the book. Let's read what this is. So I'm just going to read the quick keywords, and then I'm going to mainly read the final message for you from this book, which is Beyond Lemuria. So this is the card you chose. You can look at the image closely. Starseed Elemental. Oh, yes. Children as teachers. Fun, lightheartedness, joy, laughter, newly incarnated souls, the child within. Remember, the child within, maintaining an inquisitive perspective, wonder and imagination. Yeah, this is like a very, very fresh energy available to you. And we'll just read the meaning and in terms of the message. Bring a sense of play, lightness, or spontaneity to your life. Be inspired by children or your inner child. You are encouraged to add inquisitiveness, fun, and laughter to your reality. This card may signify the presence of a child in your life. Spending time with children will help you experience the world from a fresh perspective and see them as inspiring teachers they are. You may also be a teacher, I don't know, or you may be thinking about becoming a teacher, but very fresh energy is available to you, or people are coming in your life that are bringing very fresh perspective to you, or again, literally for some of you, you're becoming a parent. So congratulations if that's the case. That's what I have for you, pile 3. If you like the reading, do give it a big thumbs up. Do remember to subscribe and help me grow this beautiful community. I would really appreciate it. And comment below if this resonates. I respond to every single comment. Of course, I am small. I will still continue to do that. I really love hearing people's perspective, and it means a lot when messages resonate, and it continues me on my path as well. With that, I wish you much love and light and positivity in your life. I will see you in the next one. Take care.